Windows 11 actually run on this MacBook Neo to Parallels, and that is such a great news for people who just switching from Windows to Mac but still rely on some Windows exclusive application. I've been testing it over the past few days, and in this video, we'll see how this 8GB RAM Mac handle Windows in a virtual machine, and also what kind of limitation you should expect if you decide to install Windows on the MacBook Neo. As we already know, this Mac is powered by the A18 Pro chip, the same one used in the iPhone 16 Pro. Even though it is an iPhone chip, but it's still based on the same ARM architecture as the Apple M series chip. That is why you've probably seen a lot of videos where apps and even some games still run pretty well on it. So when it's come to running something like Parallels, the processor itself isn't really the problems. The real limitation here is the RAM. This machine is capped at 8GB of RAM, and when you install something like Parallels, it's already required 4GB to run properly. So you're starting with such a tight virtual machine setup, but that is so interesting to see what this machine can actually do and where it starts to struggle. The first app I tried were Microsoft Office, and honestly, they run great. From opening apps to editing documents, everything feels pretty smooth. I tried a bunch of different files from simple one to a 50-page documents just to see where it might slow down so I can tell you. But from what I can see, if you are just doing things like editings, formattings, or inserting stuff, everything works properly. Even when I open multiple files at once to push it a bit, it still feels pretty responsive while switching between them. Same thing with Excel. I tested both simple files and more complex ones with over 4,000 rows and different formulas. Even though the complex file did take a few extra seconds to load, but after that, everything works as expected. No crash or weird issue happens. This time I also tried Visual Studio 2026, even though I'm not a developer myself, but a lot of you asked if it works to Parallels in the last video. So I figured I would test it for you. And from what I can see, it's open files and run code without any major problems. It's not super fast of course, but the delay is pretty minimal, definitely usable under Parallels. As you can see, on file I tested are pretty light and simple. This setup is more suited for student or basic work. If what I just test is all you need, getting this $600 Mac is actually make a lot of sense. But if you are planning to work with bigger project or large data set, then you probably want to step up on something like a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro with more RAM and storage. That way you can give more resources to the virtual machine and get much better performance. The MacBook Neo is clearly made for students, but it still comes with a 5-core CPUs and support Metal 4. So yeah, you can still running things like CAD software, video editings, and even some games on it. I tried the latest AutoCAD window versions, opened a sample project, and honestly, it's pretty usable. More than I expected. From zooming to pannings, everything feels pretty instant. I also tried editing a few parts using different tools. And what I'm doing here is pretty basic, as you can see. Nothing heavy like 3D modelings or renderings. So I guess for that reason, I haven't run into any issue yet. The reason I did not even bother trying a complex project because of this max spec. It's going to struggle 100%. I haven't tested, but I know for sure. But if all you do is just a light design and 2D thing, you should be fine. Just don't expect it too much like battery smooth, same as a high-end PC. Be realistic. Now when it's come to gaming, this is where things get a bit more interesting and strange at the same time. This Mac is support hardware ray tracing, but its processor just can't handle it. I'll give you a quick example. My M5 Pro MacBook, which is like 3 times more powerful than this MacBook Neo, and it's only get around 40 FPS with ray tracing on. So for this machine, you're better off sticking to lighter game or 2D games. I tried games like Stumble Guys and King of Craft, and they are pretty playable and fun at around 30 FPS. It's not going to give you an amazing gaming experience, but it's nice to know that you can still play game on this virtual machine. Now, if you are thinking about installing Windows 11 on this MacBook Neo, this is actually a great time to do it since it is 35% off on the website. so you save a lot of money. Just hit the link in the description and it will take you to the pricing page. This is where you can pick your VM editions. The most popular choice would be the Standard and Pro edition. The difference is basically how powerful you want your VM to be. If you are just using Microsoft Office or Light app, the standard version is totally fine. But if you plan to run anything more graphic heavy like CAD software or trying some games, then go with the Pro version. After you buy it, you will get a file like this. It's basically a one-click install. Just follow the step and you should be up and running in under 30 minutes. So that is pretty much for today. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this topic, and should you have any question about installing Windows 11 or this MacBook Neo, just leave them down in the video comments. And also check the video description where I leave a lot of more resources about Windows 11 on Mac, some of my previous video about gamings on Windows 11 and gaming on Parallels that I think you should be interested. Other than that, thank you all for watching and I'll catch you soon in the next video.